Hi, Math 256, and welcome back. I know you're going to love this module since it is our introduction to rational numbers, aka fractions, and I know they're everyone's favorite. Actually, if we understand fractions, our mathematical foundation is so much stronger, and it will help you be an amazing teacher even more than you already were going to be. So I hope you keep a growth mindset this week, and we're going to start off with just developing the meaning of fractions. So this lesson is rated yellow. Some students struggle or just have a real block against fractions in general. If you really grab onto the ideas of copies of, it will help you through the rest of this course and as a future educator. And you see this, how many numbers do you see? That's an important question and really focuses on our conceptual understanding of fractions. If we see two numbers here, we are seeing them as separate entities and we're not seeing that fraction, that value of 3/5. 3/5 has a specific location on a number line. So we don't want to limit our model to only, oh, that's 3 divided by 5. That's one model, but 3/5 holds a very specific location on a number line. I know a lot of you have fraction frustrations and your students are no different. So we want to help you build that strong foundation so you can help your students open those doors of opportunity with their understanding of fractions. We will talk about rectangles, we will talk about circles, we will talk about copies of, so partitioning and iterating. And we really want to grab onto this meaning of copies of. So for example, 3/8 is 3 copies of 1/8, where 1/8 is the unit fraction. And you really even want to picture what that unit fraction would look like in your mind. This connects to the standards as well. We start with fractions in second grade, and then we really focus on them in grades 3 through 5. We want to really look at number lines, which is something you probably haven't been asked to do. So we're going to put a lot of fractions on number lines to make sure we understand it. We're going to compare fractions on this first day. So which fraction's bigger, which fraction's smaller. A lot of you are used to comparing with common denominators, but we're actually going to compare with common numerators as well. And then we'll even compare with benchmark fractions, which is a really important thing. Like, what's a benchmark fraction? Well, fractions that we kind of understand, like 1/2 or 3/4 or 1/4. So if we can tell if a fraction is bigger or smaller than 1/2, and then we're comparing it to another fraction that's bigger or smaller than 1/2, that can help us make sure we understand where these things are. So this can be a challenging day, but I hope you come to class and we really focus on this, and you keep that growth mindset and you can do fractions and understand it. So the second day of this week is also pretty intense. Notice it's the orange because some of the assignments are yellow, some of the assignments are red. And this can be a real challenge because I'm going to break your idea of what the whole is. So when you see a whole, you think of a complete thing. But that's only true because that's what I defined as the whole. I could say the whole group is our class. Maybe we have 24. So that could be our whole. But when we look at circles especially, a lot of you are really focused on one whole circle will be a whole. And so I'm going to try to really make that understanding a little deeper with changing that idea. And we're going to move into pattern blocks, where we're going to talk about, well, what if this is the whole? And when I say the whole, I'm going to also refer to the unit. So if this is the whole, what is this fraction? And then we're going to change it up and make it more difficult. So This is a great day to really come to class, engage with your classmates, discuss your frustrations, and ask all your questions so we can really lay this foundation before we start operations on fractions. Thanks for watching.